All right, you guys, welcome to the call. My name is Wandishin. I'm super excited tonight. We are going to highlight a few of my friends who are completely crushing it on these drops. And so what I'm just going to I'll briefly tell my story, but really I want them to be highlighted. I was introduced to the drops in May of 2024. I had just seen a picture of myself at my son's college graduation, and it was the most depressing picture because I was like, oh my gosh, this is the rest of my life. I have struggled with, I was diagnosed with a thyroid condition several years ago, Hashimoto's. I've had other autoimmune conditions that I've struggled with for several years. So I had a lot of things, plus you throw menopause in there and it kind of can knock you out. So I had every single one of these symptoms, with the exception of acne. I have had that in my adult life, but I didn't have that 16 months ago, 17 months ago. But I had every single one of these symptoms, and I could not get any relief. It didn't matter what I tried. I didn't ever feel better. And so I saw a post, and it was someone who I knew that I trusted. I trusted I trusted that the ingredients would be safe. They're homeopathic. And so I did my due diligence and I started on the drops. And so we're just going to briefly touch on them, and and then I'm going to pop right into letting these three ladies share what they've experienced. The name of our company is partner.co. We are in over 50 countries around the world, which is incredible. And one of the things that I love is that the drops are just one of our many products that we offer. The drops are what say what about the drops is they're kind of like they're viral, and they're kind of like help you to take a little peek behind the partner code door. When you're looking at products that you like, if you've never done anything like this before and you're maybe considering selling the drops to your friends or anything like that, or even if it's just a few friends, when you're looking at products to represent, you really want them to be products that are consumable and used daily. Okay. That's what our products are. So the drops are incredible. They're going to balance the foundational hormones in the body. We have products that help reduce inflammation, increase energy. We have clean energy drinks, stress support. We have we have an incredible new collagen that is even better than collagen. I've used really great collagen before, and this is just off the charts. I've never seen anything like it. We have products for better sleep and gut health. Each one of these things listed here is a multi-billion-dollar category alone. So that means that our products really fall into the mega trends of what's happening around the world, which is really exciting. This is Dr. Ray Strand. He is one of my favorites. He is 80 years old this year. He is absolutely fantastic. He's an MD, got his MD from the University of Colorado, and he lives in South Dakota, lives on a horse farm. He is still practicing medicine today. And what he is so passionate about is he's passionate about people moving their bodies, drinking water, eating whole foods, and really just like health, and putting good things in their body, and that should be the focus of how we have longevity and a really great quality of life. So he partnered with this company because he loved what we represented, and the drops are one of his favorites. And why is that? He says with the drops, he calls them liquid discipline. You're going to release weight twice as fast as you would with diet alone. So they're clinically proven, doctor recommended, they're holistic, they're all natural, safe, effective, stimulant free, and hormone free, which is really important. What do the drops do? They're going to help to balance the foundational hormone. That's going to be your thyroid, insulin, cortisol, leptin, and ghrelin. And when you balance those, like for me, for example, and we're not making any medical claims, but I am sharing with you my testimonial. I was pre-diabetic prior to starting on the drops. Within 3 months, my A1C came down into the normal range. And so that's really exciting. I had tried all these other things and nothing worked, but the drops did work for me with that. So that's one of the ways that it helped to balance my body. Okay. So they're going to support those foundational hormones. So it's going to help. What it's going to help with is like, if you've ever had food noise, it's going to help with food noise. I have had food noise my whole entire life. What does that mean? It means that when I would eat dinner, didn't matter if I was full or not, I would have cravings for something else, whether it be sugar or salt. I would always be thinking about like the next meal. And this is, and thankfully I do have willpower. But it was definitely, now the food noise is gone. So these drops have helped to balance those foundational hormones, curbing the appetite, increasing energy. I have a better mood, definitely increasing my metabolism. I've released 22 pounds. The drops support your thyroid and, like I already talked about, stabilizing your blood sugar. We do recommend, if when you take the drops, to take them for at least 90 to 120 days. Why? Everyone's body is different. And most people need at least 90 to 120 days to balance their system. I actually needed longer than that. I'm still balancing my system because I have had a lot of health challenges over the years. And what do we recommend eating? We recommend eating lean meats, healthy fats, low glycemic fruit, and a lot of vegetables. And we take our liquid discipline, which is the drops, before we eat our three biggest meals. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask one of my sweet friends to hop on and to unmute. Um, so let's see. Whoops, sorry. I'm going to go back to them. I'm going to close that. Hold on. Here we go. So we're going to start with my sweet friend Eva. Eva, are you there?
Absolutely, I'm here. Hello.
Okay, so Eva, I'm going to share a couple of your pictures. Can you all see this?
Oh my God.
I know. Okay, so I love this. I've got a couple of them. Let me see if they both can pop up. So this is one of them. And then I don't know, this is at the top of my screen. And then Eva, can you see the one right here in your green dress?
Yes, I can.
So this is what I would love for you to do. I'd love for you to share what happened, like what it was like when you started on the drops, okay? What were you doing when you started on the drops, and like what was going on at the time and what happened? Like tell us the story.
It's a good one. And a lot of you will probably be able to relate. Thank you for having me speak. I'm so nervous. Oh my God. A little over a year ago, first of all, I've always been in the fitness industry. I've always been a good clean eater. I've always taken care of my body. And about a year and a half ago, I don't know what happened. Menopause hit and the sausage body came out. I don't know where that came from because I was working out and taking care of myself and didn't know what was happening. I started to look in the mirror, and I didn't recognize who I was. So I did get in touch with a hormone replacement doctor. She put me on some vitamins, she got me on estrogen, she put me on progesterone, and nothing was helping me lose the weight. I was trying everything. I ended up doing semaglutide, which is one of those shots, but my doctor wasn't a fan, and I wasn't a fan because it wasn't a natural product. But I said, I got to do something. I was miserable in my body. I only did it for 3 months, very short time, very low dose. For some reason, it triggered and my body started to change a little bit, but I didn't get what I was looking for. When you look at those pictures of me, especially the one in the green dress, that's what I look like on the shot. the first picture
Mhm.
where I got the bloated belly. So it didn't help with any of that. I lost about between 10 and 13 pounds, which was great and all, but I knew I needed more. I wanted to be healthier. I kept going to the gym and nothing was working. So all of a sudden, what happens? I see a post on my friend Janine's page, and right away, I wanted to know what it was about. I saw this beautiful woman, a before picture. She was beautiful in her before, she was beautiful in her after, but I wanted to know. Long story short, I got on the drops right away, and I jumped into the business right away because I had a plan. And in a matter of weeks, mine didn't happen overnight. I know some people, they get quick results. Mine took about 3 to 4 weeks. But I want to say my husband got on them with me, and he's 63. So we're going to have to do a call with men over 60 soon. He went from 228 to 210 before I could even see the dramatic results of myself. Because we know, we all look in the mirror, we're never happy with what we see. We always see a flaw, we always see something's not right. But in the meantime, while I was on the drops, I started to notice that I was sleeping better. My cravings were gone. I wasn't going in the pantry looking for snacks. All the sugar cravings were gone. I started to even have more energy. I got into the busy season of my business where I wasn't going to the gym at all because I have a cleaning service. So I was working a lot of hours, but for some reason, these drops kept me going. I was still complaining to my husband, I never get thin, I'll never look like this. He goes, why don't you try on some of the clothes? So I went and put on that green dress because I wanted to see how it fit. Long behold, when he took that picture of me, I fell in tears because I never saw myself the way I actually looked. That inflammation was completely gone. The drops was helping me from the inside out. Even though I didn't see it right away, it was working, but my process took a little bit longer. All those inches, my clothes, nothing fit in a matter of 2 months, which is awesome because then I got a chance to go shopping when we were going to Dallas. um, Everything that I was dealing with for the last year, gone. I am happier than ever in life. I am just the way I look when I see myself in the mirror, I always see myself beautiful. And that's important that we do that for ourselves, guys. We're all beautiful in our own way. And we can be the hardest people to ourselves when we look in the mirror. And I can finally look in the mirror and say, wow, Eva, you did it. This is working for you. You found this niche. It's helping you. And I honestly, I feel great. And I'm so grateful for you ladies. Because I jumped into this business, at 60 years old, we've gone through so much in life and we have so many dreams and things that sometimes we don't always fulfill. This business has given me that opportunity to start dreaming again, not only feeling good about myself and where I want to be fitness wise. Now I just started back in the gym. So there's going to be some more leaning out that I want to do and bulking up, whatever. There's different things that I want to do. But this business has also given me that thing to dream again and hope, because the community of the women and men that are in this business to support each other and help each other when we're going through the hard times, or when we're not feeling ourselves, we help through all the questions and hearing other people's testimonies. We're not alone. Ladies, when we're going through menopause, it's so important to stay connected with other people because you're not alone in this. And I really honestly thought I was like a rare case sausage looking woman, that was it. I was done. And I told my husband, I'm never wearing a bathing suit again. And then that second picture of me in the bikini, I was just baffled. I was like, okay, I threw everything out. I just bought brand new stuff. And I'm very proud of myself because it does take discipline. The drops are so easy to take. It's a system that's so easy to do. It all starts here. The mindset to make that commitment and give yourself a chance. No matter what you're going through, this menopause thing, you got to kick it in the butt and just push through. And ladies, as far as the business aspect, I have to share this. At my age, 60, a lot of people are starting to think of retirement and thinking of what else can I start doing? I have a very successful cleaning business. I live at the Jersey Shore, and a lot of my homes are here at the beach. But do I want to continue doing that? I needed something else. And God brought this path. He opened it up and said, Eva, here's your shot. Not only are you going to start to feel and look amazing, you're going to build a new life and you're going to make all your dreams come true. And that's all I can say. I'm so grateful for all of you who have been there for me. You ladies, the chance to connect and know that you're not alone. That's a big thing for me. That's it.
Oh my gosh, I love you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank
That was
you.
incredible. And I'm so proud of you, Eva. And I mean, when I met Eva in Dallas, my daughter was with me and I was like, Sarah, I want to be like Eva when I'm 60. I mean, she was like, she's like, me too, mom. I mean, it was so cute. So you were just such an inspiration. And I hope you've been taking pictures of your face because I can see a
Yes.
difference. So we're going to touch on when we're at the end, we're gonna talk about our new product that is a collagen product. It's better than collagen. And these ladies, their faces, oh my gosh, it is incredible what's happening there. So thank you, Eva.
Thank
You're
you so
amazing.
much.
You're amazing. Okay, Cindy Sickles, are you available?
Yes, I am. Sorry, I
Okay,
couldn't get the button
I can
right.
barely hear you. Are you there?
Yes, I am. Can you hear me?
Okay. So I would love for you to share. I have some of your pictures up. Can you see those?
Mhm.
I would love for you to share, like, what I see is I see this huge, not only do I see a difference in your body, I mean, hello, but I do see such a difference in your face. Like, just like the inflammation, it's just incredible. So tell us about your journey with the drops.
Okay, again, thanks, Anne, and for having me. And Eva, you're a hard act to follow. But we're gonna give credibility to the 60s, the 60 and pluses. So my story started in February of this past year, and if it wasn't for Anne and Janine that really shared the drops with me, I wouldn't be here on this call with a life that's being changed. I was presented with the drops. I've always kind of been healthy as well, but have recently gone through a lot of stress, a marriage, moving across the country and things like that. I also came from an insurance background where it was very stressful. And what I noticed, you guys, was um, every conversation with an insured was about the medication they were on, the GLP-1s, the diabetes, the anxiety, all of the things. And it became part of my like mental psyche every day of, oh, this is just normal. And then like one day I'm like, you know what? This is so not the way we're supposed to be. And so when I quit my job, I needed to make money. And again, Janine and Anne had shared the products with me, and I wasn't doing it consistently at all. And not too many people know this about me, but Eva, I took the GLP-1 as well last year, and I can't tell you, I was so nauseous. I couldn't go from here to there without feeling like I was going to pass out. It was awful. It was the most awful thing I've put in my body. And so I'm so grateful that when Anne shared it, that once I saw the light of day, but she asked me, I said, it's not resonating with me, canceled my subscription, I'm not interested. And she just said, can I ask you a question? And I said, sure. And she goes, are you using the drops? And I said, kind of, not really. And she goes, I guarantee you, Cindy, they work so much better in your body than in the bottle. So we kind of made a pact that day, and I put myself first, and I started using the drops, as recommended. And what I did notice, the inflammation, like Anne mentioned, but also my sleep, my balance, But it was like yeah, it's so hard to describe, you guys, but it's like just a peace that comes over you when everything starts to balance out. Um, I have so much energy. Like I've always been a nap taker, and I've noticed that my energy is just through the roof. And I have taken HRTs. Again, I did take the semaglutide, and I have felt better than I have ever felt. I am 60. And within 3 pounds, I will be what I was over 15 years ago. So I don't lose a lot of weight, but my body is changing. My husband said, I can't believe like everything is redistributing. And so I was so grateful when I put that dress on to go to a meeting the other night. It was like, usually I have to wear like little spanky things, and I didn't have to. I was like so excited. So I was like really pleased with that. But also, you guys, is I have always redirected a lot of money with other companies, like buying protein shakes, buying electrolyte drinks, buying things maybe for my skin. Um, and I started investing in me, but I saw this company, like Ann said, we have so many amazing products that serve my body every day. And the other day I said something like, oh, it's just at my age. I'm like, you know what? I am so sick of saying that, because I just cannot wait to be who I am the next day and healthier the next day. And it's like to strap in, let's celebrate who we are, what age we are, and we have products to support us in all of the years to come. And I honestly believe they're going to be the best years of our lives. So I just want to encourage everybody that is 60 or over, and know that if you're younger, that you guys, you have such an opportunity to kind of crush it before you get to that age. But it's just a number. And I feel great. Like I have a pair of jeans on, and I really can't, for some reason, the camera's really high, but they're just sliding on. And I know Janine's always saying, oh my gosh, like I put a pair of jeans on, and just it makes you feel so good. And more than weight loss or weight release, it really is, for me, it's been just a feeling. And I am so grateful. I'm so grateful that I said yes to the drops. I'm so grateful I said yes to me. I'm so grateful that I get to share these drops with people every day that may or may not have any. A lot of people don't have a lot of education when it comes to health and wellness. And it's a privilege just to get to share, because I never know who I'm going to meet or who's going to maybe read a post that I share, that I'm going to help change their lives. And it's just a really great place to be. And 60 has never felt so good. And I just want to encourage you guys, you got this. Like, it is an amazing journey, and I'm so grateful for all of it, the business, the health and wellness, and just feeling really great. And going out on a date tonight with my husband. And I was just excited, like when I got dressed, because like Eva said, it's like you look in the mirror, you're like, you know what? I'm so proud of myself. Like, I did this. And again, the most encouraging thing I can say is consistency. That is where your body, along with the drops, is really going to shine and come through. And you guys are going to look back and go, oh my gosh, I'm so glad that I said yes to these amazing products. And so again, thank you for having me, Anne. And I know who's coming next. And
Yeah.
Cindy and we're like the two Cindys, and we're like, 5'9", 5'10". And I've always been called the Amazon. But I have to tell you guys, I am so proud of this girl. Like, she makes my heart so happy, and I can't wait for her to share her story, because she's just an amazing. And I'm so excited for you, Cindy.
I'm so excited for her too. I'm pulling up her pictures right now because they're in a different spot than so hold on just a second. Okay, Cindy, are you ready? All right, hold on. Let me get this, because it's just a little different. Sorry, the way I'm having to share these. I know I've got it. Here we go. So here she is. Can you see your picture, Cindy? Can you see those, you guys? Yeah. Cindy, are you there? Can you unmute?
Yes, I am.
All right. So
Um,
I would love for you. So, one of the things I do want to just point out with each one of these very inspiring ladies is I know all of them are really consistent with moving their bodies, putting the good food in, drinking their water, like, and so Cindy, I'm so proud of you because like it is so incredible. Like all the pictures you sent me, it's like, wow, wow, wow. I don't even know which ones to share. There's so many. So I'd love for you to share. You and Cindy have been friends for years. I'd love for you to share what happened, like when you said yes to trying starting on the drops and just your whole journey, because it really is such an inspiration.
well, thank you so much. I appreciate just being here and being able to share my story. It's just such a wonderful journey that it's been since last May. I saw a post from Cindy, and we go way back, and I thought, what is this? If I had seen this from anyone else that I didn't know, I probably wouldn't have thought it was real. But I've known Cindy, I know her integrity, and she usually would never back anything that's not legit, you know? So I wrote her and got in touch with her, and she told me about these drops, and it was like instant, wasn't it, Cindy? Like, before that, before I got these drops, the picture of May 2024, that's just one of many, that are very inflamed, very puffy. My weight was at an all-time high. I was pre-diabetic, my A1C, everything that you can imagine, all those symptoms were all just going in the wrong direction. And I'm thinking, am I losing myself? And as you're, in your late 50s, 56, 57, and this weight's coming on, and I'm thinking, gosh, I work out, you eat clean, we do a lot of great things to take care of ourselves, but none of that was working, and I wasn't sleeping. And I think it was just all piling up on me. And so when she sent me the drops, and then she also said, let's get you going on the Advantage. And I don't miss a day without my Advantage or the drops. And I just jumped right in. I said, I've got to do everything I can to follow this system and see how this works just for my own health to improve. And then as it did quickly, I was approaching my 60th birthday in June. And I usually always make these crazy resolutions every year before my birthday. From January to June, I have 6 months. I'm going to lose all the weight that I need to, which has become, anywhere from 40 to 60 pounds. And it's just mortifying. And I'm like, in my back of my mind, I always felt like there was just this little dim light, like it's not going to happen. I'm going to try, but I keep bouncing back and forth. I keep having 3 and 5 pound wins, and then I have one bad day, or I eat something salty, or whatever happens, and I'm just chasing my tail. So when these drops started, and by my 60th, I was only on the drops for not even a month, and I had dropped 8 pounds, and I just instantly, I couldn't believe within a couple weeks how much better I was feeling. I went shopping for the dresses for these 3 fall weddings that we have. One was just a couple weeks ago during PXP. And I bought them 2 sizes too small, which I've never done in my life, because I thought I finally, for the first time, I had hope again. And I had confidence that maybe I could actually achieve these goals and get back to myself, get back to the pre-menopause situation. And sure enough, those drops just kept going in the right direction. They kept going in my mouth. I kept, just doing the low glycemic food list, and really doing all the things I used to do, but I really did clean up my diet. I have to admit, I had had those cravings. I think, I used to think of baked potatoes as a gluten-free thing. No, oh my gosh, they're terribly high glycemic. So I got a few things figured out like that. And then I got rid of those things, and they're out of my way. And now I feel like the drops are just my ammo. I've been calling them my best friend, or my ammo. And I just can't thank Cindy enough, because honestly, like you say, it did come from a post, but it came from a trusted friend that I know who has integrity. So all of that is so much of what this is. And kind of as I started seeing results and feeling better, I'm like, I didn't even know that I was going to want to work for Partner Co, but it just evolved naturally that I had just become compelled to help other people. I thought if I do this by myself, I don't know, I just wanted to jump in and help other people. And, it's been so rewarding just to know that anybody who has started the drops, it's that ripple effect. Cindy gave it to me and now I've been able to share it. And it's just such a wonderful thing. I mean, I think I have people in 10 states that, like you said, Cindy, oh my gosh, you can impact somebody's life. And if we can all reclaim our health and a better version of ourselves, um, I I just said recently too, I think we're aging backwards at 60. I am better at 60 now than I was in that picture a year and a half ago at 58. And, so what's not to like about that? Um, and then just moving forward, I didn't know the experience that was going to come all summer. And now I'm just shy of the, I think 6 month mark and I'm down 32 pounds. I just feel so much better, and it's not just like the outside, it's the inside. I mean, you're gonna laugh, but I've been on an airplane a few times lately, and I've always been turning sideways when I walk through the aisle because I can't fit my hips straight. And so I'm just laughing like, oh, my seatbelt is not, I don't have to pull it so far just to get it on. Just these little small non-scale victories. My sport bra fits me. I didn't have to buy a new one, and just my wedding ring fits me better. Just I couldn't even wear my jewelry, my rings. They wouldn't fit my like Eva says, your sausage body. I'm like, I have these sausage fingers, I just couldn't wear my jewelry and I never would wear belts, God forbid. So now I got to wear a couple belts lately and those are just those other, exterior kind of wins, but it's how you feel inside and the drops and all the other products. Again, when I talk with Cindy, I get the advantage. I'm not even thinking about any other products, And then as you just slowly start to see what this company has to offer and all of the different categories of wellness, nutrition, it's almost like you said, it's your own store to shop. You feel like, is it guilty pleasure? But you're like, wow, every single day there's something new to explore and try. And I keep trying to tell my friends that do this with me. I swear I'll tell you if I don't like something, but I honest to God have not found something that I wouldn't continue to want to take or use. And all of the liquids, the powders, the Max 2O, I mean, the Everglow, I'm seeing less rosacea in my face and my
Yeah.
legs. So there's just all these wins that we get from the drops started it, but it continues to just evolve our health and how we feel. And then we share it with so many others. And I just really love it. I love all of you. I can't say enough about the environment and the camaraderie. It's changed my life. And I didn't know that I would have a chapter like this starting at this age in my life. So I'm just so grateful. And I'm not going to cry. I'm going to hold it back. So thank
Well,
you, though. I
we
appreciate,
are so
just
so
letting me share
proud
my
of you.
story.
Oh my gosh, we're so proud of you, Cindy. Thank you so much for sharing. And I hope you guys are looking at the chat. People are absolutely loving your testimonials, how you're being so real, just what you're sharing, and just how transparent you've been. Like it really is. That's one of the things that attracted me to this company and to this product. It was really that it's real people and we're having real results, and it's a journey. This is not a diet culture. We're not a diet culture. We are a wellness brand. We are all about helping people get healthier holistically and helping them on this journey. So I'm just gonna share a few more slides because we've been like women heavy here. But I'm also going to I am going to show a few pictures before and afters of the Everglow because that is a brand new product and it is phenomenal. And all of these ladies are using it. I am using it. And like Cindy said, that it's helped with her rosacea. It's helped. I've had eczema. Again, we're not making any medical claims here, but I've had eczema my whole entire life, and the Everglow has made a huge difference with my skin. Like lights out amazing, and it's delicious. It's white peach flavor. It's so good. It's marine collagen. So I'm going to tell you a little bit more about that, but I'm going to go back to my slideshow and just share a little bit about just kind of just so you can see. So just a few more things. I know we're going a little bit longer than we normally do, but just stick with me. I'll be quick. All right, here we go. Okay, so I just am going to go through these pictures just so you can see, like, there are a lot of people who use the drops. This is Kristen White. She's a CrossFit trainer and a CrossFit competitor. She started on the drops because she wanted to release weight after having her baby. She's always worked out, always, taking care of herself, but that she needed the drops to help her to get balanced again. Now she takes the drops not because she needs to release weight, you guys. She takes them for mood. She takes them for energy, things like that. Ursula, mom of 6, she wanted to release weight, but also wanted to earn some money while she watched all of her 6 kids play ball on the ball fields. The drops are for men and women. Alan has released a lot of weight, and I love this. Like, it's the I love my husband, but what I don't love is that they release weight faster than we do typically. But it is great to take the drops with your loved one because guess what? It's easier when everybody's on the same page. I love this testimonial here with Misty. I also love just the difference in her skin because the products really do help the overall body. People who are bodybuilders can use this product to achieve their goals in a healthy way. That is absolutely fantastic. This is one of my favorite testimonials. Dr. Crystal Vance released over 160 pounds. She has never had a skin surgery. She actually looks even better than this now. Hard to believe, but she really does. She's even more toned and fit. And she's taken a product called Vinali, and that helps to tighten the skin. So that's why she's never had to have a skin surgery. But also, like, there's not this yo-yo stuff that can happen with a lot of companies that are more of a diet culture. Like I said, that's not who we are. I love that the products are for all ages, and they're incredible. So we have some. So I'm gonna touch right now on the collagen. I do want to share a couple of these pictures. So because they are incredible. So depending on your age, obviously she's a little bit older than what I'm referring to, but I am going to share this because I think that this is a powerful. Tammy, I believe, is in her 70s. This was just 7 weeks on the product of the Everglow. It's incredible. It's an incredible product. And this is her arm. Okay, I'm gonna look at the next one. Hold on. So I love this one right here. This was just a short period of time that this gal was using the product. Where is she? Right here. Look at this. What are the dates on here? It's not even that long. 11 days. Look at the difference. It's a noticeable difference, right? Okay. And then we have Marla's famous legs, which let me switch to that because she'll never live this down. Hold on. I'm trying to get back. My screens are not cooperating. Hold on. I don't know why it won't let me back. Hold on. Sorry, you guys. Where's my little Zoom screen? Okay, sorry. It's I closed it. I must have closed myself out here. Here we go. Sorry. I was like, I couldn't get back. All right, where is she? Marla's legs. They are too good to not share. Not sure if you're on, Marla. I think I saw you earlier. But I love this, right? Like, look at this is the drops, the Everglow. I know she drinks the Max 2.0, but like, look at that difference. It is absolutely incredible. So the Everglow, if you're interested, in if you are interested, like the reason why I wanted to share that, and then I'm gonna wrap this up. The reason that I wanted to share the Everglow is that, we're talking about people who are over, over the age of 60, right? And I think really anyone probably over the age of 30 probably needs collagen, but not everyone's going to agree with me on that. But that's just my personal opinion. Um, and so that's why I love the Everglow, is that it's going to help not just your skin, but it's going to help your organs. It's going to help your bones. It's going to help so much of your body. And this is the best. I've used a really great collagen before, but this one is over the top. So I'm going to talk about the ways that you can get the drops. You can become a customer and get your drops for $167 from your brand partner. That's what we sell them for. We sell the Everglow for $89. You can, so that's one option. You can also sign up and get your product as a preferred customer and get it directly from the company. And it's basically, you're like a subscribe and save. You save 15%, but it's essentially the same price that we're offering to our customers, because we buy in bulk, and we give it to them at a discount. The next option that you have is you can become a brand partner, like Cindy, and Eva, and myself, and Marla with her gorgeous legs. And you can become a brand partner and save, it's about 30%, even more on some of the products, okay, on some of the bundles. You're going to get a replicated site and back office, different, so many different options that you have available to you. Let's say you wanted to start with that. You could get a bundle of for a 4-pack of the drops. Remember how I talked about you want to use them for a minimum of 90 to 120 days, because just to help balance those foundational hormones. And it's $371. And you can just have yours all set for the next 4 months. Okay, that's one option. The other one is that you can buy the 4-pack. You can sell 3 of them and keep yours for free and sell them at $167. You could sell all 4 at $167, and you're going to collect $668, pay back your investment of $371, and profit $297. The other option that you have is you can do what I did, what Cindy and Eva have done, and Marla. Since we showed her legs, I feel like I need to include her. And all these people here, as we have turned our social media into sharing something good and sharing with people, teaching them and educating them about wellness, about holistic options. And what it is it's basically turning that into an opportunity to make a profit off of our drops sales and other sales using social media. So we have a system in place. You don't have to be a digital creator or graphic designer or anything like that. All you have to do is you sign up, you become a brand partner, and it truly is plug and play. And we have a system. We use something called Boards. It is an app that you have on your phone. You also can load it onto your computer, and it truly is, we teach and train you. And the goal is, honestly, by the time you order, like for me, by that time you order your product, my goal is that we will either sell out of what you have on the way, or will at least you've gotten enough in your Venmo and sold enough to pay off your investment, and the rest would be profit. So the next option is a 10-pack. This is $880. You sell each one of them for $167. You're going to collect $1,670, and you pay back that investment of $880, and you're going to profit $790. I'm sorry, yeah, $790. The next option that you have, this was not an option when I started. They made this available probably almost a year ago, maybe about 10 months ago. And this is a 30 pack. And the thing that's exciting about this is that when you get started with a 30 pack, it's $24.99. And what it does is it puts you at this level called top pay when you buy the 30 pack. What is that? With this company, we have the option to, sorry, I don't know what I apologize. Let me go. I don't know if I stopped sharing on accident. With the 30 pack, we have the option to, sorry, you guys, I don't know what I just did. With the 30 pack, what we have is we have the option to get to this top pay level the first day. So what it does is with this company, we have something, we have like 4 weeks to establish our business level. Okay. When we establish, and so the 30 pack just puts us there the first day. When I started, we didn't have a 30 pack. So I bought a 10 pack. But what it does is it sets us up for a 30% upfront income for life. That's what's so great. So we're really passionate on our team for you to get in where you fit in. But I want to explain this to you with the 30 pack. Let's say you got started with the 30 pack. You're going to sell each one of those sets for $167. You're going to collect $5,010. You pay back that investment of $24.99, and you're going to profit $25.11. The great thing about this, because we have a system of growth that we use social media, we're going to teach and train you right away, whether you get started with a 4-pack or a 10-pack or a 30-pack, or if you had some other options that you wanted to look at. We're going to help you get in where you fit in, but we're going to teach and train you, like I said. So by the time that box gets to your door, our goal is for you to have sold out of what you've gotten, what you've ordered, or that you will have at least collected enough in your Venmo to pay back your investment. So this is a really unusual opportunity with this company. We would love for you to partner with us, but the unusual opportunity is that I've never seen a company offer us, the brand partners, an opportunity to buy our viral product, which is the drops, in bulk, and be able to turn around and sell that and make such an incredible profit where we make right now money. We also have a great compensation plan that with the company that pays us up to 51%. So I love the opportunity we have here. We have an opportunity to help people get healthier. That's why I started doing this as a business. I wanted to help people get healthier holistically, and I wanted to help people create an additional income stream. That's what I was so passionate about, those two things. And that the brand new person, whether they have experience or not, can win and create that additional income stream. So what I want you just to reflect on, I know we've been on for a while, is just to think about Cindy and Eva. Here they are in their 60th year of life, and they have more hope. They have more, they're more vivacious. They have more energy, more focus, and their inflammation's down. Their health has improved. Their outlook on life has improved, and they have hope for the future, and they're able to help so many other people. And that is something that is very unique. And so we want to invite you to come with us. Come with us on this journey, whether it's with the product and maybe if it's with the business. We'd love for you to come with us, because this is a movement that's happening in over 50 countries around the world. Our team is in massive momentum, but so is our company. And so now is the time to lock arms with us. Come with us. And what I'm going to tell you is you're going to feel better. And guess what? I really also think you're probably going to look better. At least I do. And so I look better than I did before. So I'm thankful about that. So you guys, thanks so much. You guys are absolutely incredible. You inspire me. And I'm just so, so honored to be on this journey with you. Thank you guys so much.